Hello and welcome back to Black Screen Stories and Parables by Queen's Intuition. Today we have a story about a bear, a rabbit, and a southern twang. Let's get started. Didn't the fox ever catch the rabbit, Uncle Remus? Asked Johnny one evening. He come mighty near too, honey. Not quite, said Uncle Remus. But you just sit and listen, and I'll tell you all about that time when it tried to happen. One day, Bear was walking along the Chickapin Hill at the edge of the big woods, carrying a club over his shoulder and hopping and jolly hopping as he went. And he happened to meet that Bear Rabbit. 'Cause he was fancied a barbecue rabbit for his dinner that night, he said, I'm going to catch that rabbit napping, and then I'm going to get him to be my dinner. Brer Rabbit saw stars in his eyes, and next thing he know, he was in Bear Fox's cave, all tied up on a barbecue pit. And Bear Fox was fixing a big old fire, where Bear was holding a Bear Rabbit and was thinking to himself, "Ooh-wee, I'm gonna have rabbit stew for dinner." Huh. Bear Rabbit starts to laugh real hard, so hard, Bear Fox is angry. He said, "What you laughing for? I'm about to eat you." He said, "Well, isn't that something to laugh about?" But Bear Rabbit said, "I'm just going to laugh a little bit harder." He said, "I can't help but laughing, 'cause you just in my laughing place." Bear got to laughing too, and Bear Fox likewise. "Well, what's the laughing place? We don't even know." "Oh, it's just a secret place I knows about and where I go. Laughing is the best place to be." "How can you be so happy when you're all tied up like this?" So the next thing you know, they untied him, Bear and the rabbit and Bear Fox, and they took him off and kept the rope so that they can lead him to the laughing place. They wanted to know exactly where it came from. "I'll figure it out." Brer Rabbit led them to a clump of bushes, and he said, "It's in there somewhere." Bear and Bear Fox, they went into them bushes, and they came running out covered with bees. But they didn't let go of the rope, so they still held on to Bear Rabbit. Bear Fox was yelling, "I'ma get you! I'ma get you good! I can't believe you did me like that!" And Bear Rabbit was laughing and laughing all the way. Oh boy. Didn't I say it was my laughing place? I said it was my laughing place. And I'm laughing, said Bear Rabbit. But he was worried that Bear Fox and Bear would get out soon, and he wasn't sure how to hold them. So what he did is he nailed up their door of his house and made sure that he couldn't, and he went hopping down the road. Lippity clippity 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 hippity hoppity doo. Zoopity doo dah zippity zoopity, plenty of sunshine heading my way. Bear Fox and Bear were real angry. They got fooled by a rabbit. Oh, they're gonna figure that out. And when they gonna figure that out, they're gonna figure it out soon. So they made themselves a trap. And that trap just looked just like a baby bear. And he put that baby bear right on that road. They didn't have to wait long, 'cause here comes that bear rabbit, bippity boppity boo, bippity boppity boo, laughing all the way. And Bear Rabbit spotted the baby bear, and he came up and he said, "Well, how you doing?" "Morning. How you doing?" But the baby bear didn't say anything. Huh. Well, I guess maybe I should hit him because you're just being disrespectful. So he hit him. "Are you deaf? Why aren't you speaking to me? I said hello." And he didn't say anything at all. Bear Rabbit said, "Look, I'm going to hit you just to make sure you're okay. Are you all right?" He still said nothing at all. And Brer Rabbit kept saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" So finally he reached out to touch him. "Oh, no, let go of my hand. Let go of my hand. I say, let me loose. Let me loose." So then he went to pull out both hands. "No, you have both my hands? Why do you have both my hands? You're so sticky." Then Fox and Bear said, "Ah, we got you something good. That's Sticky. Sticky Bear for sure. You can't get out of there. I guess we're finally gonna get you for dinner. I guess you're gonna get you for dinner." Oh boy. Why do I gotta be dinner? Why do you gotta roast me? Please don't do this. Just please don't do that. Don't put me in that briar patch either. I don't want to be in the briar patch. So Bear Fox and Bear wants to see what's going on, and they said, hmm, well, what's the deal?" "Well, let me find some string." "I wouldn't do that," said Bear Fox. "No, sir. I wouldn't do that," said Bear. And Bear Rabbit yelled and he hollered, and there was a fluttering in leaves and everything. But all the time he was playing like he had already passed. And Bear and Bear Fox, they went to jumping and howling, and he went straight into the briar patch. With that, he skipped off as lively as a cricket. He got away. That was a sneaky rabbit. All right. See you soon.